Hey, welcome to E-Bike Smiles. It's been a little while since I made a video. Winter, some other things have come up where I was unable to make these videos, but fortunately, what I'm able to do now is give you an 800-mile review of the X-Class 52 volt by Ariel Rider. So what I'd like to do is just kind of give you a rundown of my experience over the last 800 miles. I've had it for about a year now, and I've made a lot of changes on the bike, which have actually made it quite a bit more enjoyable. So one of which is the new tires, and part of that was out of necessity. I did get a flat after about, I think it was 600 miles on the original stock tires. Ended up just a small tiny pebble worked its way into the tube and gave me a flat. And I switched to the V Tire Company Speedsters, which I've heard so much about on the Facebook groups, other places. And honestly, it's life-changing. It's night and day. I love so when I'm just coasting here, I don't know if it's going to show up on the microphone here, but it is silent. I mean, I barely hear anything. Compared to the stock tires with the treads, it is so noisy. You feel kind of solid with the old tires, but these grip really well. Just the tread is solid. They're a little bit heavier, but they're e-bike tires, so they're not too heavy. They're not like motorcycle tires, which I've heard you can burn out the hub motor. So these are designed specifically for e-bikes, and but I think they're like a pound more, which you can kind of feel. They feel pretty solid, which is kind of what I was hoping for. Also, centrifugal forces, so a little bit more weight on the outside of the tire. I can kind of feel that when I'm turning. It's just a different feel. I almost had to kind of relearn how to steer the bike a little bit. But very happy with these tires. I have not put in any flat out yet. From what I understand, it's still something that I should probably be doing. So I will be adding that soon. All right, so as far as the 800-mile review, so I really have enjoyed this bike. And I think I'm enjoying it more now than I did when I got it. So I loved it from the moment I bought this bike, but I'm appreciating it even more now than before. There's a number of reasons why. I mean, I've got a nice place to bike here. This bike path is awesome, so it gives me a really nice place just to enjoy the bike. A couple of things that I really like about it. I like the power that it has. So battery, it's a 52 volt, 20 amp hour. So I've got the second generation, I believe, of the X-Class 52 volt, which comes now with the 20 amp hour battery. So I'm able to get quite a bit of range just with the one battery. Again, I am not generally going throttle only. So if you like to go 35 miles an hour throttle only, this will still not give you a whole lot of range. You'll probably need to add a second battery. So the power that this battery and also the hub motor has is really great for acceleration. It's great for going up hills. Really no trouble going up hills at all. And obviously, you know, going 20 miles an hour, no problem for it. It's actually about 19 miles per hour right now. And the hub motor is actually quite quiet. It does start to kind of whine a little bit once you get a little higher speeds, if you choose to do that. On bike paths, I tend to keep it locked at 20 miles per hour. Go slower when there's other bikes and pedestrians. When there's a crowd, I go way down, slow way down. just for safety reasons. So the other things I really like about this bike, the size does seem to fit me really well. So I'm not super tall, super short, 5'9". Seems like a kind of that ideal size, I think, for pedaling. It's maybe not your most ideal bicycling type of a bike, but I actually, one of the things that I was conflicted about in my previous conflicting video that I made was just wanting a bike that I could pedal. That transition was a little bit traumatic, going from a regular 10-speed bike to an e-bike like this. Wondering if I had made a mistake, and definitely not. I'm just really enjoying this this style. This pedaling has been enjoyable for me. I pedal almost all the time, actually. So again, you know, your experience with the bike may vary depending on how you like to use it. Obviously, if you're going throttle only, it's more like a moped. It's going to work very well for that. Nice, solidly built, solid bike. I don't feel like it's going to fall apart on me, even at higher speeds. So I've made some other upgrades on the bike, which actually have made it more enjoyable, including the tires, which I've mentioned before. So the tires, the tire company Speedsters, really nice and smooth ride, quiet, very quiet, nice tread, good grip. Also added on a new seat from Tapia's Seats. Tapia's, I've got a link down below. I don't have any kind of affiliation with them. I just came across their information on a Facebook group and tried them out and really liked the seat. A couple of issues with the seats that I've had. So the original stock seat is, it's not too bad, but after about 5 miles you get kind of sore, so it's not ideal for longer trips. It's not very cushy. I did get the 16-inch cafe style seat originally, which I thought is what I wanted, but turns out that that seat is a little bit too short and it kind of kept pushing me forward. I did move it back a little bit and that made it tolerable, but ultimately I ended up going with the long seat, which covers all the way back. So I can't put a rack on, but it does allow for 2 passengers, and it also just gives me more room to move forward or back and just get in my perfect comfortable position. And it's actually super comfortable, nice and soft, so I'd highly recommend Tapia seats. I did get, so for my wife's e-bike, I did get the 16-inch version, but the flat standard style instead of the cafe style, so that again it'll be shorter so she can get the rack, but it will be all flat so that she can kind of move forward or back and get that ideal positioning, and then you don't have to worry about the kind of that forward push of that shorter back side of the seat. So I also got the horn. The horn is a nice addition. I actually don't use it very often, but it's nice to have in case of emergency, if you need to warn a car, another biker of something impending. By the way, just passed a new law here where I am at, where you're, as a bike, slow down, yield. As long as there's no traffic, you're able to go kind of roll through a stop sign now, so that is legal. So other upgrades, mirrors, of course. Mirrors are, I think, vitally important. Just helps to give you that extra bit of safety. For sure on the left side, right side I think is optional. I like having visualization on both sides, but those are a nice addition as well. And then I did upgrade the display. So on this bike, I kept it completely stock until recently. The warranty runs out, I think, in a couple of weeks anyways. So I did upgrade the display. My wife's bike I just purchased recently, we're going to keep stock. for a while till we work all the kinks out. The new display does show voltage, which I really like, just to give a more accurate view of what's going on with the battery power. I think the bar graphs are notoriously bad at giving you the true information about how much battery power is left, so it's been very nice just to get that true look at how much battery power is remaining. So after 800 miles, would I buy this bike again? Absolutely, definitely yes. Is it for everybody? Probably not. I think, you know, you kind of have to figure out if this is something that, do you like to ride this way? I think my biggest question initially was, can I still ride the bike like a bicycle and enjoy it that way? And the answer is a definite yes. So I think most people that ride these seem like they use it just for throttle only. You want to go, you know, 30, 40, 50 miles an hour. I'm just not wanting to do that with this bike. I mean, the capability is there if you unlock it, but again, I'm just enjoying it. Hi. So it's got some really great road capability, off-roading. It's fun. It's not really designed for that, of course. Not like a dirt bike, but it's got the shocks front, shock and back, which I know a lot of people complain about it not being super helpful, and then most people change out the stock shocks, but again, I've been happy with stock. I haven't changed that at all, and I'm comfortable. I think the biggest help has been just getting the new seat. What I did originally with the stock seat, I just wore some padded bicycle pants, and that seemed to work actually really well. So if you don't want to spend the money on a new seat, just wear some padded bicycle pants, and that seemed to do the trick for the most part. But now with this new seat, I can go, I've gotten 30, 40, 50 miles. Very windy today. But one of the things that I love about e-bikes so much is that it doesn't matter if it's windy. I still enjoy my bike ride. Uphill, against the wind, doesn't matter. It's just an enjoyable experience all around. So that's going to be one of my future videos, just going to talk about reasons why people should get an e-bike. I'll also talk about reasons why people should not get an e-bike. I think there's a little bit of thought that has to go into if this is something that you will enjoy. I think by and large everybody who's tried the e-bike gets a big smile on their face, therefore why I call my channel E-Bike Smiles. I've never seen a person riding e-bike that wasn't smiling. So I don't know if it comes up on the video, but the motor's kind of got a little bit of that whine to it when it hits 20 miles per hour. At above, it goes a little bit louder, but the tire is super quiet. Very enjoyable. Like I said, probably the biggest upgrade I feel like I've made, the seat and the tires. So definitely a consideration. Anyways, by and large, extremely enjoyable bike to own. It's been low maintenance for the most part, except for the one flat. And I anticipate enjoying this for many years to come. Enjoyed it so much, ended up going out and purchasing a second one, a step through for my wife, and she absolutely loves it. and I'll be hopefully doing a review on the step through with her from her perspective shortly as well. But she loves it even better than the other bike that we had. So anyways, some upcoming videos coming soon, so stay tuned. I'll try to get some additional information out about the Ariel Riders. If you have any comments, questions, you can leave them in the comments below. Subscribe if you like the content, if you like more videos. Try to get them out more than once a year if I can. And I'll see you next time. Thanks so much.